What is going on, you guys? Steve with the video for you today. So today I think we're going to do a hobby talk video, and I know it's been a little while since I put one out. I think last I looked, it was almost a month ago. So I figured it's time to get a hobby talk video in there. Life's been pretty busy. I didn't expect my daily grind job to pick up on hours, but it did a little bit, and been kind of making videos on the putting it on the back burner, but still trying to watch all your guys' content that's shows up to my channel and shows me a ton of love, so appreciate that. And let's see, I want to do a shout out. So today's shout out, I want to do Travis, Masshole Sports Cards. Last I looked, he was at 15 subs, and he's very new to YouTube. He's a military vet. He served in, I believe, Iraq. He was saying, and he put a pretty cool video out there on Veterans Day. So he's a Boston Red Sox guy, and just seems very down to earth. And I respect and appreciate his views because he goes into some pretty in depth conversations on his channel, and his collecting habits are pretty similar to mine from what I could tell. Just doesn't care if they're raw or graded, just appreciates the cards for what they are and the players, and just has an overall general wide variety of collecting, which is pretty cool. Um, so please go check out Travis over at Masshole Sports Card. I'd like to get his channel up to 50 subs if we can, guys. I know some of you guys really go and support the channels that I shout out. A lot of the shout outs I do are fairly newer channels or channels that get lower traffic, and we try to bump them up and get them more involved in the hobby. And so yeah, please go check out Masshole Sports Cards. Link to his channel will be in my description. Now, some of the pickups that I've been having, man, I've been on a modern day kick lately and adding some autographs to my PC, and uh, just been loving adding those autographs. Picked up a few vintage cards, but some of you guys have seen some of those editions in my got a little community chat going on with a few guys, and it's pretty cool. We just talk about personal life and all that. I'm not the commissioner, so I don't I can't really let anybody in, but it was cool that I was let in. And anybody that wants to talk on a personal level, I did add my email in my channel about or description, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, please feel free to email me, and if you want to chit chat more on one-on-one, I don't check my emails very often, but eventually we can trade contact info, and it's what it's all about. It's making friendship and whatnot. So yeah, it's been adding quite a bit of stuff. Really excited to show you guys that. Now, a little bit more on the baseball talk. So American League MVP went to Judge. Man, that was a battle back and forth. People talking about Judge or Ohtani deserving the MVP. For me personally, I didn't care who won it. I think both of them are more than deserving. What Judge did was incredible, breaking the home run record, and kind of steroid or performance enhancing drug free. I know the other guys have broken it in the past, but this is the first guy that we know of that is clean for doing it since Roger Maris back in '61. So big congrats to Judge on that. Ohtani, man, what he does between his pitching and hitting, and doing it, very good and almost at an elite level, especially his pitching, is very unheard of, since probably Babe Ruth 100 years ago. And I don't know, I know a lot of people say Ohtani should deserve it for all that stuff, but what Judge does is also, breaking a record to me is something that stands out. So I don't know, go either way with that for me. Congrats to both guys though for having amazing seasons. National League MVP Paul Goldschmidt, man, I love Goldie. He's probably really the only choice in the National League because I know Bryce Harper's in the talks almost every year about MVP, but he didn't really have an off year. He hurt, I think, what was that, his elbow really bad, and he's going to actually be out, I think, quite a bit next year. He's having Tommy John elbow surgery, which wasn't really talked about, but yeah, he's going to miss quite a bit of the beginning of the year next year, and almost into midway. You know, those Tommy John surgeries take forever to heal from properly. But yeah, Goldschmidt was pretty solid season up until the last month. More than deserving to get it. Congrats to both Goldschmidt and Judge. Love both those guys. In the Cy Young, we got Sandy Alcantara and Justin Verlander. Again, both deserving of it. Alcantara had a 14-9 record, 2.28 ERA, and 207 strikeouts. Verlander, almost 20 wins, 18 wins, 4 losses, 1.75 ERA, and 185 strikeouts. I believe that's his third Cy Young that he's won in his career, so man, huge congrats to both those guys. Golden Glove winners, I'm only going to point out a few from each league. Like, you can go on forever with that. For me, the key national leagues are Nolan Arenado with his 10th Gold Glove in 10 seasons. Man, what is that? It's crazy. And Ian Happ, he won his first Gold Glove as a Chicago Cub, and I'm pointing him out because Cubbies guy. So congrats to Ian Happ and the rest of the winners. American League side, I want to point out Stephen Kwan, a rookie who won his first Gold Glove. That's awesome. And it just kind of seems like one of those old school contact, get on base type hitters. Love those guys. And Kwan has a long career ahead of him. Enjoy watching him play from what I can see. So that is it, guys. Please go check out Masshole Sports Cards Travis. Only 15 subs. Let's get him up to 50 after the shout out, guys. Appreciate you guys watching. Take care and stay safe.